Championship between Stephen Ward of Northern Ireland and Jürgen Uldedaj of Albania. And this evening's action will be brought to you live and exclusive on Fightzone and DAZN. And we are now ready for our first contest of the evening. It's 6 3-minute rounds sanctioned in the lightweight division. So please welcome to the ring first from Romania, it's Stefan Nikolai. And now, please welcome his opponent coming to us from Albania. It's Elison, Sweet Boy Suci. Ladies and gentlemen, this contest is 6 3-minute rounds sanctioned in the lightweight division, presented to you by Block 1 Sports and Christian Bocci, in association with Fight Academy, and all the action will be on Fightzone and DAZN. And all the action is proudly sponsored by Eden Restaurants. Your officials for this contest. Judges will be Gary Kitanowski, Mike Hale, and Nawaf Al-Mohammed. Your referee in charge of the action will be Andrei Shevelinov. And now it's time to meet the boxers. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the red corner, wearing the red shorts, weighing in at 58.8 kilograms. He comes to the ring a veteran of 59 bouts. And he comes to us from Bucharest, Romania. Please welcome Stefan Nicolai. And his opponents across the ring, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing the black and gold shorts. He weighed in at 59.2 kilograms. He comes to the ring unbeaten as a professional, with a record consisting of 2 wins against no losses. And he comes to us from Burel, Albania. Please welcome Elison, Sweet Boy Suci.
Okay, gentlemen, we have been over the rules in the racing room. I don't want to see any rabbit punches. Protect yourself at all times. Touch gloves, but return blood.
And instructions from our referee Andrei Trevaliev. And an opportunity to see Elison Suci in against the very seasoned Stefan Nikolai in this lightweight contest. 6 3s. Suci, a very confident lad, and good training team around him as well, and off to a decent pace, good tempo early on in the round.
Yeah, what it is with Suci, he looks to apply the pressure the fighters. He'll come in there looking to push the fighters on the back foot. trained by Josh Burnham, who very well respected coach out in the jab gym in London. He's worked with some very good fighters. I'm almost sure he'd done. I thought was there a little reaction there? No, I didn't know it was from a left hook or not. But he's worked with Baluta in the past. Been a big part of his camp. So well respected. And as you can see, Suci there, he's looking to bring the shots over the top. Good jab.
Well, it's always a test for these novice fighters. Just 2 fights as a professional. Elison, Suci in against a very seasoned campaigner. The record, of course, can be deceiving with some of these characters. Just 3 wins for Nikolai and 55 defeats. He's been stopped 17 times as well, but still can make life awkward for a young up-and-comer like Suci.
No, he can do, and listen, there's probably been a good few of those losses where he's probably been a little bit unlucky on the cards. You can see there he has a little go. I think his problem here, what he will do, Suci just looks naturally the bigger man. Look where he's just forcing Nicolea back, where I think you can see that, so it could get to that's a great left hook on the ropes. They push him down. It's a fantastic left hook there.
Well, that's a real statement early on in the fight as well.
Yes.
Excellent hook, as you say. And Nikolai, well, he didn't like that one bit. The referee's having a good look at him here. And on we go.
60 seconds for him here. Switches a lot, doesn't he, Suci? You're seeing him from the orthodox southpaw stance. There he is, switches an awful lot. There's a left hook again.
Well, good shot to the body. Nikolai comes back again, but Suci, well, he smells blood here and he's trying to have a very early night. Again, good work to head and body.
He's trying to get on. He'll do very well to get this first round. There for left hook again.
Left hook as well.
From the southpaw stance, I think, this time.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Oh, the referee has seen enough. Andrei Chevalov, that is a really good statement made by Elison Suci, sweet boy as he goes by. The 20-year-old born in the UK, moved back to Albania as a 5-year-old, now back in the UK with Josh Burnham to really further that professional career. A hug from the trainer and a really, really good performance to get Stefan Nikolai, the very seasoned campaigner, out there uber early.
Very impressive, though. Very impressive. Good shot selection. Left hook from both the orthodox stance and I think we'll see shortly the southpaw stance also. I think this is the first one. We'll see. This is it now. Left hook as he backs up onto the ropes. Nicolai lifted up high and lands a fantastic left hook there. I think, being honest, every time Suci landed, there was a reaction, wasn't it? And here's the finishing shot from the southpaw stance this time, but the left hook again. No, very impressive from Elison Suci.
He wasn't worried about taking whatever Nikolai was throwing either, was he?
He wasn't, no. I think, like you say, the bigger man, just too much firepower for him and went about it the way he should.
40 seconds of round number 1. Therefore, your winner by TKO from Albania, it's Elison, sweet boy Suci. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now ready for our next contest of the evening. It's 6 3-minute rounds sanctioned in the cruiserweight division. Please welcome to the ring first from Gori, Georgia, George Adasvili.
George Adasvili, the 42-year-old Georgian. Very, very experienced. 19 wins on the card, 43 defeats and a couple of draws. Makes his way past the pyrotechnics.
And now please welcome his opponent coming to us from Germany by way of Lebanon. It's Hilal Manah.
So Hilal Manah, just a novice pro. Both his fights as a professional have taken place this year. Both have ended early. Can he make it 3 in a row against George Adushvili?
Ladies and gentlemen, this contest, 6 3-minute rounds sanctioned in the cruiserweight division. Presented to you by Block 1 Sports and Christian Bocci. In association with Fight Academy, live on Fightzone and DAZN. All the action is sponsored by Eden Restaurants. Your officials for this contest, judges are Nawaf Al-Mohamid, Gary Kitanowski and Erasmus Ohu. Your referee in charge of the action at the bell will be Andrei Shevelinov. And now it's time to meet the boxers. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the red corner wearing the black and white shorts. He weighed in at 83.5 kilograms. He comes to the ring with 64 professional contests to his name, including 19 wins. 8 of those wins come by way of knockout. He comes to us from Gori, Georgia. Please welcome George Adasvili. And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing the white and blue shorts. He weighed in at 89.4 kilograms, and his record thus far is a perfect one, consisting of 2 wins and no losses. Both of his wins come by way of knockout. From Nuremberg, Deutschland, by way of Lebanon, please welcome Hilal Manah.
Okay, gentlemen, we have been over the rules in dressing room. I don't want to see any rabbit punches. Protect yourself at all times. Touch gloves, tricones below.
So on we go. Bout number 2, Hilal Manah from Germany by Lebanon. Big, tall cruiserweight, looking for his 3rd victory as a professional, his 3rd fight this year in against George Adushvili. 42 now, the man from Gori in Georgia, who hasn't actually heard the final bell in his last 15 contests. He does pick up the odd win, can turn it on, but it has been a while now. So what can Manah do? A little bit of a pressure in its own way. He's got to try and make a statement at a guy that obviously can be taken out of there. And actually, a fella that you've shared a bill with, Anthony Crotter. It was when you beat John Bagley all those years ago, back in 2009 in Manchester. He was stopped, Adushvili, by Martin Murray in a round that night.
Do you know what? I actually remember. I remember that night. I remember that contest. Listen, there's no shame in getting stopped off Martin Murray, who is probably very unlucky not to become a world champion a few times. But yeah, it's Adushvili. Listen, there's no denying that was 2009. And he's still going now, and like you said there, he's not at the final bell in 16 now, so I think Manah's quite easy. Oh, listen, Adushvili has a fantastic right-hand he landed there. There was, yeah, I was just about to say, Manah's come out there just a little bit too lackadaisical for me, but that was a fantastic right-hand over the top there from Adushvili. I don't know how much effect it had, but you were saying, listen, Manah 2-0, both wins inside the distance. He wants to be looking to make a statement here against Adushvili at this point in his career.
Now looking for the right hand himself there, Hilal Manah. Adushvili still having a go.
Right uppercut there from Manah. I think he's just started a little bit too slow for me, man. Whether there's a body shot, it's a good body shot, but commentators curses say, but no, it's a fantastic left up to the body.
Yeah, I think he's found the area he does want to target there. He's going to beat the count, Adushvili. The referee, Andrei Javelyov, just having a look at him. But can he get the job done early?
I think if you're Manah now, you've got to go straight back downstairs, knowing that Adushvili's felt that shot. I think he's got to get his feet there, go downstairs, there's a left up to the body. Adushvili took it well there.
Well, there's half a minute of round one to go. Again, do you just want to see more tempo at this point when he's had his man down?
Yeah,
oh,
absolutely.
And again, a sweeping right hook and just sends him to the ropes there, Adushvili. Well, he now looks to the corner as well. He's not showing a great deal of ambition in there now at this point, and the referee has a look at him, doesn't want to know, waves it off, and it's another early night. For the wrong reasons for George Adushvili, but Hilal Manah, who's had 2 fights so far this year, 2 via way of stoppage, makes it number 3. He's got the hat-trick of sorts, and well, it was an easy night at the office. We didn't get to see a great deal of him. Good body shot, a little bit of a sweeping hook, and there we go, night over.
Nice and technically correct. We saw the shots there. I think the body shot was a lovely shot. Obviously, we'd like to see more of Hilal Manah. You know, big athletic lad like that up at cruiserweight. And probably he took a silly shot early on, which obviously won't be able to afford that. Getting hit by cruiserweights as he goes up the levels. But listen, first round stoppage, and listen, we expected a stoppage win. It should have been a stoppage win. But he got it done inside the round, so you can't have too many complaints about that. I think before the right there, he landed a left up before it, but I think the shot that really started off was the left up to the body, which was a fantastic shot. He picked it really nicely, just under the elbow of Adushvili. There it is. It's a better view. And I think that took all the fight really out of Adushvili, being honest.
There was a peach of a shot.
Ladies and gentlemen, your referee waves on his contest with your official time 2 minutes and 45 seconds of round number 1. Therefore, your winner by TKO from Germany by way of Lebanon is Hilal the Lion Manah.
I think you've seen it there. I think he almost turned it back without being disrespectful to Adushvili. I think he fell left up before it to the head, and then obviously the body language you give the referee wasn't convincing enough for him to carry on.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now ready for our next contest of the evening. It's 6 3-minute rounds sanctioned in the heavyweight division. So please welcome to the ring first from Tanzania, it's Juma Misumali.
Tanzania, 34-year-old, has a winning record, 8 victories, 7 defeats, might have been stopped twice, in against what a very exciting prospect. What can we see, or what will we see of Misumali tonight?
And now please welcome his opponent coming to us from Germany. It's Elija ülküseven.
So Elija ülküseven, the 25-year-old from Schnoningen in Germany, 6-0 as a pro. He's won his last 5 by KO. Very exciting prospect from a kickboxing background. Likes a bit of a tear-up. Very confident fighter, has studied his opponent. Desperate to make a statement tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, this contest is presented to you by Block 1 Sports and Christian Bocci in association with Fight Academy. We are live right now on Fightzone and later on with our broadcast partner DAZN. All the action this evening is sponsored by Eden Restaurants. And your officials for this contest are judges Mike Hale, Andrei Shevelinov and Nawaf Al-Mohimid. Your referee in charge of the action will be Erasmus Owu. And now it's time to meet the boxers. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the red corner wearing the red shorts. He weighed in at 79.5 kilograms. His record consists of 13 bouts, including 8 wins. 3 of those wins come by way of knockout. He comes to us from Morogoro, Tanzania. Please welcome Juma Misumali. And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the blue corner wearing the black and red shorts. He weighed in at 79.6 kilograms. And his professional record thus far is a perfect one, consisting of 6 wins, no losses. 5 of his wins come by way of knockout. He comes to us from Heidelberg, Deutschland. Please welcome Elija ülküseven.
I need a goal in my fight. Protect yourself, but what else? Whatever I must be.
Well, the referee Erasmus Owu with the final instructions. On we go. This light heavyweight contest, 6 3-minute rounds. Elija ülküseven, who wears the black shorts with red band in against Juma Misumali, man from Tanzania, who wears red, white with the blue tassels all around.
Straight away looking at ülküseven, he's won his last 5 inside the distance, obviously looking to make it 6. He's from a kickboxing background, isn't it? A lot of kickboxers like to plant the feet, sit on the shots and really drive them in. And straight away I think you can see the kickboxing background of ülküseven. There's a few arm punches going in there, but what it is, that hands are right. There's probably a little bit of gaps under the elbows, but he's looking again, like I said, to plant his feet and really drive the shots in.
Well, what is very evident is the physical advantages that ülküseven has in there, the height, the range.
Yeah, he looks the much bigger man there, doesn't he? A good right hand there, though. There's a cute little right hand from Misumali on the way in, followed by a jab. Now he's come out with ambition, Misumali.
Well, he's travelled around to get opportunities to fight Misumali. So again, these records, he does have the winning record, but with those 7 defeats, you look at that and think, well, you fancy ülküseven, but you never really know. He has done his homework. He has studied Misumali.
No, he says that, yeah, you can see the real sort of student of the game. He's come there. Lunge shots off, you won't get away with that. The referee pulls him. But yeah, no, looks physically strong. ülküseven, you know, looking to walk opponents down. Just comes up a little bit high. I've noticed that a few times there. Whether that's come from the kickboxing background, I don't know.
Just taps out the jab. He's controlling centre of the ring and trying to get the shots up in close. Is he kind of smothering his work at times as well for much taller man? Likes to get in there. Obviously said prior to this that he doesn't mind a scrap.
No, I think you can see that. Good left hook there from ülküseven. What he is doing though, he's making Misumali work hard. Like I think you already can see he's breathing ever. He's Misumali. He's had a little bit of success, but he's making him work. There's a good left hook again. Good left hook again from ülküseven. He's settled into the round a bit better as it's gone on. End of the first round.
So for the first time this evening, we go into the second round. We've had a couple of early stoppages in our first 2 contests, but Elija ülküseven, the 25-year-old from Germany, just established a dominance in that first round. I'm sure his team will want to see a bit more from him. But Misumali, awkward in his own way.
Yeah, he was, and he had little moments of success. I think you'll see sort of he's got nice skills on the back foot, but there was a good body shot there, drove in from ülküseven. But I think as the round went on there, a little bit reckless there. But like you say, the shoulder roll of Misumali's certainly been the most capable of the opponents we've seen so far tonight, I think by some distance. But my worry for him is him getting walked down over the 6-round distance by ülküseven, who, you know, he's been kept very active. He only boxed 3 weeks ago.
Did have a break from the sport as well, 4 years.
Good job.
So he's back now and is in a hurry to just make up for a bit of lost time, but still young, just 25.
I think straight away now ülküseven's come out behind the jab. He's been probably told by the corner, right, start driving him back with the jab and not just your feet. Punch him as you're going forward. Don't just rely on walking him down behind a tight guard. Let's walk him down behind a ramrod jab. Good body shot there on the way out.
He is much the taller man. He's kind of fighting small, isn't he, to try and get his range and find his distance. Oh, good right hand. Right on the button, taken well by Misumali.
He is for such a big guy, ülküseven, and again, caught with a left hook there on the way out. He wants to get on the inside and work away on the inside. But you think he could get behind that jab, but I'm not sure what Misumali's complaining about there. It's never a great sign when they start complaining to the referee so early on.
he's still moving Misumali around the ring.
He is. It's a little bit better from ülküseven this round. A little bit more lateral movement. We're dropping the shoulders a little bit more. We don't just want just walking forward behind the tight guard. Right hand drove in there, almost.
There's a little cut, nick to the right eye, and the referee's warning about heads. The eye is cut off ülküseven. Doesn't look like a particularly bad one at this stage.
Again, it's caught again with the heads. But I think that's more this ülküseven. What he has done, he's got his weight over the front foot a lot, so you're always more susceptible to clashes of the heads there when the opponent comes in. So it's a better right hand, chopping right hand there from ülküseven. He's switched into the southpaw stance now. I think he's not landed a shot that I think's really hurt Misumali, but what he is doing, he's walking him down, he's tiring him, he's bursting the lungs a little bit of Misumali now. And then once the stage, good body shot, once the target then becomes a little bit more stationary, you might see him having more effect with his punches. Right hand again, good shot from ülküseven. So I'll be careful there with the left hook. Misumali on the bell.
Another decent round though for the German. We do have the 3 judges ringside for this 6-round contest in the light heavyweight division.
Yep, 2 rounds down, and I think you struggle to see him any other way than 2 rounds to nil to ülküseven. But there's just the odd reminder from Misumali, you know, he's got to stay switched on, he can't neglect his defence.
Well, you alluded to the energy that's being used up by Misumali in these first couple of rounds. I think you can see that in the corner there. He's blowing pretty hard, and ülküseven looks like he's got a very good engine on him.
He does, I think, listen, being a combat athlete, he would have been in gyms, boxing gyms and kickboxing gyms from an early age. I think you can see that. And I think, obviously, he'd be relatively new to the sport of boxing. Or he's had a lot of time out, even, should I say. But it's just all comes in with a left hook there. But I think I'd just like to see him use his jab that a little bit more. Do you know, someone like him with the size advantage, the long levers, you know, work behind that jab just that little bit more. His counter left hook's very impressive. I will say that.
Can you see the signs of that kickboxing background as well,
Yeah,
with the square on kind of walking forward, and the toughness really as well of former kickboxers?
No, you can absolutely see that. Like, he's looking to get inside, plant his feet, and then drive his shots over. I think he's just got to be careful. His weight goes over the front foot just a little bit too much. I think that's what's caused the head clash to cut. So he comes a little bit of a stationary target, and then when he does come, good left hook, drove it in well there. It just comes up a little bit tall. That's much better work there, with the left hook both to head and body. You just got to relax that a little bit. Just relax that a little bit. And Misumali shakes his head, which normally lets you know his shot's landed. But Misumali hasn't got bad skills. He hasn't got bad skills at all. I don't know, it's not even just how fit he is, but I think the size of ülküseven is draining him that little bit. He's making him work for every second of every round.
Looking for that uppercut on the inside as well, ülküseven.
ülküseven there, like you say, everything's mid and short range. I think with someone with the size and the size advantage that he has, I'd just like to see him use his jab a little bit more.
Well, we've seen it before with tall, light heavies, tall super middleweights. Your good pal Callum Smith didn't mind fighting on the inside, and he was enormous, particularly as a super middleweight.
He was, and I was actually just a little bit reckless there. But ülküseven, he got away with it. But yeah, no, I think I mentioned a counter left hook, or a catch left hook, good left hook there. I don't think many people have done a catch left hook better than the man you just mentioned, Callum Smith.
So another decent round. Not everything is own way,
No.
ülküseven.
No, and I think this kind of fight is a good learning fight. You know, he's getting asked a few questions about closing the distance. It's not a straightforward getting there, one round demolition job. No, it's something where he's taking from it as well. So no, I think this is decent matchmaking, this bout.
Well, he's only gone the distance in his first fight, and that was all the way back in June 2018. So obviously he's had one fight this year, one last year after that absence that we mentioned earlier. So it is another reminder that, yeah, you might have had a couple of early nights recently, but you know, when you get out there, it's not always going to be plain sailing. It's how you deal with that and the different styles. And you can see with the size difference and everything else, he is an awkward campaigner, Misumali.
No, you can see it, and I think as well, like tonight, just I to overcome a few little things like this with the cuts, stuff like that, which I'm not sure if he's had them previously. So it's something he'll have to you know, find the answers to in the style of Misumali on the back foot. Like you say, you'll see a few cute little moves from him. So he'll get asked a few questions tonight, or he has been already, sorry. But he will, but listen, there's no denying he is in control.
Well, just past the halfway point of this contest, scheduled for 6.
Good uppercut there from Misumali. That's what I'm saying, just little moments of cuteness from Misumali. I'd just like to see ülküseven just relax that a little bit more, relax that a little bit more. You can see here now, he's just trying to work away on the inside with the right hook and the right uppercut from ülküseven. Like there, they just relaxed that a little bit more. That's a good shot.
Took a decent right hook back there as well.
He did, and I think that's just, I was just not relaxing, just forcing it a bit too much. I've no doubt ülküseven can punch hard and punch very hard the size of him, but he'll punch much harder when he's much more relaxed. When they're tense like that, you take the power, you'll start seeing him breathe out. He's just trying to force it that a little bit too much for me.
You want to see a more loose shoulder, just really, a bit
Relax
loading up a little bit.
He's just forcing it a little bit too much, showing signs of frustration. And again, he's in control, there's no denying that. But showing little signs of frustration. That was a good little left uppercut then though from him. Again, he likes the right uppercut on the inside, does ülküseven. Feeling the pace now.
Yep.
Is Misumali really feeling the pace now, round 4.
I think ülküseven maybe is a little bit as well.
Definitely, but that's because he's a little bit too tense, in my opinion. It's he's not relaxing enough. It's about getting inside to him, unloading, and he's showing it just a little bit. So that was nice then, though. The left or right hand was nice then. One of his best punches of the fight there. He's just got to be careful with someone that size, ülküseven. He makes the mistake of lifting his chin up when he punches. Obviously at this weight, against better opposition, you would not get away with that. Good right hand again. But Misumali took it well, took both right hands well in the last minute of that round.
He did indeed. Well, you say it's a shutout in terms of ülküseven winning rounds, but there've been patches in each round that Misumali can take some credit.
No, absolutely. I mean, listen, it has been all ülküseven in the rounds, how you score them, in my opinion. But Misumali's had little moments, some nice moments, reminders. ülküseven, like he's in there with a live opponent. And no, again, I mentioned it early on. I think this is good matchmaking. It's a learning fight for him. The referee there telling them about some. I wouldn't be surprised if it's the heads coming together a little bit too often.
I think that's just the size difference more than anything, isn't it? It's just that, and he's got an awkward style, Misumali, anyway.
Yeah, both the size difference and, like I said earlier, ülküseven, he does have the weight over the front foot a little bit. I think you can see it there. Look, there they come together again. I'd just like to see ülküseven hit the body a little bit more, you know, dress the shot up, then like hit it up top and then really sink the shot in downstairs. I think too many shots he's through with bad intentions. I think when you're trying to stop an opponent like Misumali, you've got to dress the shot up.
Do you think he's at the point anyway where he's realised, well, I'm not going to blast this guy out of here?
Possibly. To sell it, so if that is the case, then stay relaxed. Sure, the problem is, I think there's a cut now over the eye of Misumali. I'm trying to catch it. Is it over the left eye of Misumali? Yes, there is.
Well, the doctor's having a good look at this.
Sure, what's going on here? It's
well,
good.
All okay?
Yep. That's better work there for ülküseven. Just let's see you go to the body.
Well, it's still moving Misumali all over the place.
Heads again, come together, looking to the referee. And that's going to be a problem throughout. That has been a problem throughout Saudis. And good left up there on the way out there, though. Seven.
Well, it's a decent little flurry from ülküseven then. But he's getting frustrated in there.
He is, and I think the body language of Misumali isn't great as well. He's looking out the ring an awful lot here.
On a minute of round 5.
There's a lot of complaining in the corner to the doctor as well.
The heads are coming together an awful lot as well.
Good left hook there from ülküseven. That's what I prefer, because when it's 2 shots or 3 shots, I think that's better. That's when you're having more success, when he's relaxed rather than looking for the one big shot. Dabbing away at the eye there is Misumali. Good body shot.
He's looking again.
He's looking. That's what I'm saying. The body language of Misumali has been very strange this round. Yeah, he's looking the corner, trying to speak to the corner. I'm not sure. Good body shot. Like this is what we've been asking for a little bit more. Look, he's complaining again. He stopped it.
The referee wants no more part of this. Well, basically, Misumali's made it clear he wants out.
Whether he couldn't see out the eye, I'm not sure. But yeah, he wanted the fight to end, and that's exactly what the referee's just done. So it was the right call.
I think the ülküseven had sensed that there had been a change with Misumali there, and he was starting to let the hands go head and body, and with pace, and actually was a little bit looser in that round.
Yeah, he started to look better. I think that's what I was trying to call for throughout, and I'm sure the corner was just relaxed a little bit. Look, that was 3 lovely shots there. I think for the first 3-4 rounds, it was a little bit too intense. I'm going to walk you down, nothing but my hand defence, and start driving in one shot, hard shot. But Misumali was a little bit slippery to land those shots, and then you could see a little bit of frustration from ülküseven, but it looked better as the fight went on. And the last round, I know it was the clock that stopped it, but Misumali didn't want to be in there. I think he'd felt a shot or two as well from ülküseven. And yeah, he makes it 6 KO victories on the run.
Yeah, it was a bit of a messy fight at times. The styles, you could say, didn't exactly gel. But from ülküseven's point of view, there's some complaining from Misumali, by the way. He's not happy in that corner. The heads were coming together an awful lot in that contest. Now, our MC Aki Karim is in the middle, the referee. Erasmus Owu will call the fighters together.
Contest, your official time is 2 minutes and 52 of round number 5. Therefore, your winner by TKO in the blue corner from Heidelberg, Germany, it's Elija ülküseven.
Well, Misumali not happy. Ülküseven gets the arm raised and moves on.
Misumali's not happy there, and what I think we're trying to figure out is whether he's asking it should be a no contest because it was due to a no contest because it was due to an head clash. But I think Misumali in the end he was trying to ref his own fight. That man, obviously you can't do that.
If I could just have your attention for a moment, please. Due to 2 early finishes in our first 3 fights, we will now have a short break. We will return at 8 p.m. So please get yourselves a refreshment. Make yourselves comfortable. Refreshments will be served outside as well there. And we'll be back live on DAZN for a fantastic five fight card. And we'll be returning very shortly. So thank you very much for your attention and see you back here at 8 p.m.